So back here at this raised bed, it has a beautiful purple cabbage. And you've got these brackets on the inside of your beds that you can just take some electrical conduit.
Yeah, it is electrical conduit, and the bracket, we put the receivers in the gardens before you put the soil and everything. It's the easiest way when you're building it.
So these little metal brackets here are drilled into your raised beds.
Yeah, and you can actually use PVC as well. Is what we typically use. It's a little easier to work with. I just ended up having some extra of this, and I use what I got. Sure. But the key point is we use the electrical conduit. Now you can find this at the big box stores. It's pretty much the same thing as the white PVC. Right. It's basically the same cost, but this product is designed to be above ground, so it has natural UV protectants. Because
white does turn brown and look sunburned.
It not only look that way, but here in Phoenix, it'll start getting brittle and break. This will last for years and years and years. And what's nice about it, once you take those out, they'll pretty much hold their shape. They'll pretty much just hold their shape, so they're easy to store. Because during the summer, you don't want that in there, and then you just literally just slide it. So the UV gardens out there want to protect their gardens with a hoop house like this, either for winter frost or summer heat or sun. They can put this kind of stuff in their garden, and then what do you do? You put something over top. We use the typical frost cloth. It's a premium grade, so it's a little bit thicker, and that can keep the temperature. One layer of that can keep the temperature 15 to 20 degrees warmer.
So you put the frost cloth on top of these conduit, and it runs all the way down to the ground.
Well, what we do, I don't necessarily run it all the way to the ground. I just put it on with these spring clips.
So the plastic's on top of this guy, and you flip it.
And flip it. And you may notice with my gardens, I like things sort of tidy. And so when these are on there, they're not droopy. It looks like a little greenhouse. One of the things that you just notice is how they slid down.
Yeah.
So if you have larger crops in here, you can keep that higher. It's really adjustable to the length of your bed.
So this is your cabbages, you can keep it low. The gas and tomato plants, you can make it high.
Exactly. Now with the cabbage, there's no need to cover that with what we're gonna get here. And tomatoes and things like that definitely would.
The cabbage can take the frost, so do the broccoli and things like that.
Well, not only can they take the frost, it changes the cellular makeup of the plant and it causes them to be more sweet.
Yes.
If you notice, if you eat less and salads during the winter months, you'll typically notice not only are they better, but typically you use less salad dressing on it. And that's a unique thing that a lot of people just don't think about. It's like, why do we put salad dressing on salads? Well, salad dressing, if you think about it, it's either oil and vinegar or maybe buttermilk, which all of those are acidic. And we use that to balance the pH, the alkalinity in the produce, and to make it more palatable to our taste buds. So if you have crops that are growing during the winter, then they're going to naturally be more acidic. The pH is going to be lower in the product, so you won't be needing to put them in salad dressing.
And it's almost like nature makes it taste better and sweeter in the winter, and tell us to eat more in the winter.
I think that's true.
Yeah, eat with the seasons.
Eat with the seasons.
I was talking about eating with the seasons, eating the leafy greens that are sweeter in the winter time to boost your health and immune system. Also, the citrus in the next area is ready in the winter.
It normally starts ripening right around Christmas, which is right around cold and flu season as well. These, I have several different varieties in the yard, and here we're in Arcadia area, we get full irrigation.
There used to be a citrus grove in this area.
The whole area, not only citrus, but also dates and pecans, which we have all on the property here. But one of the things I learned about citrus is the citrus can be much like wine. The older the tree is, the better the fruit is.
This one looks like an older tree.
It's a very old tree. It was probably here before the house was built. The house was built in 1948.
Okay.
So it's been here for quite a while.
Like if I were pandemic, I see the sign that's in there on the street has got some decades on it.
It does. And this is just a great environment here in Phoenix area for pretty much all of your citrus.
This one's called Arizona Sweet.
This is Arizona Sweet. It's got quite a bit of seeds into it, so it is really best for juicing.
I have a juice press, and everybody has Arizona Sweets. On my good list, if they hook me up with some, I just juice them all because they're the best taste ones juice ever.
I believe for orange juice, this is a great one to do. And this is just loaded. So in the mornings, like right now, I've been coming out and picking off different varieties of trees that we have, and I pick about 20 to juice for the family for in the morning, and it helps keep everything nice and healthy.
What's the other orange varieties you have?
We have behind us here, we have key lime. That, as I turned, I just noticed it's blooming.
Nice.
And this key lime has only been in the ground for about 2 years. Got that from Reed, one of our favorite citrus growers here in Phoenix at RSI. And then we've got some other around the corner that are the Valencia, which are a much larger tree in scale compared to what Arizona Sweets are. And so those are the varieties that we really have here. Is those three varieties. We have a lemon tree, a variegated lemon tree in the back that has beautiful purple blooms onto it.
And pink lemons, right?
And pink lemons, that's great.
When you have your property now, you wind up in moringa trees, which is like this nutritional tree. You eat the leaves out, you eat every part of the tree, and it's a very healthy, almost a supplement.
It really is. And you know, these trees here, I planted these in the ground about a year and a half ago from seed, and they're just because we haven't had that cold of a winter, they surprised me. And they still have leaves on them. We're collecting some seeds, but we're still eating some of the smaller pods.
Look at the size of the pods over there. And these guys really turn green bushy in the summer. They love the heat.
They do love the heat. Some of them are still flowering. We've got one behind us over here that's still producing a lot of flowers, but not as green.
And how do you eat the moringa leaves of the moringa?
You know, typically what we do with them, I like them fresh. So we'll just peel those off and either we'll juice those or we put in salads. We like a lot of different things in our salads, from moringa to elfin food and things like that in salads to give you different taste and mouthfeels as well. But also, one of my favorite things with the moringa is the smaller pods. Just to chop those up and eat them like green beans. One of the things that I noticed with the moringa is they have like a little wasabi taste to them. Yeah, but what I noticed with these particular trees during the summer, they tend to have more of that wasabi taste than they do right now. They're very, very mild, especially the small ones. So we eat them a lot that way too. Just cut them up and they got a side dish.
So like these two down here, we have if you're harvesting these leaves in the winter, they might taste a little more sweet and tender, like your other vegetables in your garden.
And I think it's probably very much what happens with a lot of brassicas and leafy greens is the cold weather can just sort of change the cellular makeup of the plant.
I'm sure you're making a salad in your garden with all these incredibly white nutritious leafy greens, put some moringa in there, elements food. You're probably much more full from that salad because it's full of nutrients. When compared to a salad in the bag in the store.
Yeah, because once that stuff is cut within 48 hours, 24 hours, you know, you can lose more than 50% of the nutrient density. That's why people, when we do the garden tours, and people are sampling things that they may have never eaten before. And what I find most interesting is something like arugula that people always eat and buy at the store, even the farmer's market. And I have them taste it here and ask them, so what's that? So I don't know. I've never tasted anything like this. Have you ever eaten arugula? Oh yeah, all the time.
They don't know it's they don't know the in the garden.
Well, maybe they don't recognize the flavor.
Oh, that's
because when you taste it, it's stronger. It has more of a bite.
It's almost like people's tastes are becoming numb because they don't have any nutrient dense produce to eat
Exactly.
anymore.
And so when you pick that and you go and serve it to your family,
it's like a power pack. Boom.
It is.
Yeah.
It can, especially something like arugula, can be working in the mouth because that effort is extra.
Most of my friends that want to eat what I eat, like Jake, come over and I want to have you make something that you eat. I make them salad in the garden and they would get buzz or high off of it because they have a nutrient dense high. They wouldn't even want in the salad. They would be like a nutrient high because all the leafy greens and the herbs and flowers they put in the salad from the garden, their system's not used to being bombarded with those nutrients and they get a little buzz off it in a very good way.
And you know, like with my wife, she's always been a big salad eater. And then when we started growing stuff, she was like, I don't know if I like that as much as I do from the store. And she wasn't used to taking those kind of nutrients and the taste of them. So what we had to do is sort of wean her onto it. Like, okay, let's cut these, let's put them in the refrigerator overnight and let's try it tomorrow. Oh, it was much better. Well, because her taste buds just weren't used to tasting that kind of intensity. And so it's a way for some of us to have to work up to it, either with that nutrient buzz or maybe it's just the taste of it.
I bet now she's happy to have this stuff in the garden. She's probably going to go back to the store.
Oh yeah, because it tastes like water.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?